Hey y'all, it's Okami Ray and we back. We are back. It's another day, another video. I was wondering if you are a little chilly and you need to warm up and unthaw, whether if it's the winter, summertime, spring, or fall. We just gotta unthaw because I want to get you unstuck, unfrozen. You know the vibes. I want to help you out. And I want to help you out because during this time, we are faced with a lot of negativity worldwide, or on a micro and macro level. And you may be doing fine in your inner world, but maybe the outside world is definitely looking like a mess. And it could just get you frozen. It could get you stuck in bed, scrolling all day, all night for multiple hours and just consuming. And that's how certain things want us to be, in a state of consumption, in a state of loss, in a state of fear. So when it comes to being stuck and when it comes to being frozen, one thing we want to do is activate our nervous system. And that could go as simple as just, you have your phone, throw it and shake. Like, take your eyes, blink a lot of times. Like you could do anything. Like, feel your body. You could go like, take a deep breath. Like, kind of activate your body so you can alert yourself to get out of this mindset and pattern of just not being able to do what you want to do. Once you do that, you would want to shift your attention to the things that you have been thinking about, the things that you have been daydreaming about, the things that you have been wanting to accomplish. And sometimes we could start small. Like, say if you're bed rotting all day, throw your phone, shake a little bit, and then just hop out, brush your teeth, wash your face. Just the simple little stuff. It takes the simple little things just to activate and wake up. And you want to wake up. Like, you don't want to be a deer in some headlights and being ready to get hit. And I understand that, like, being stuck, frozen, it could be just recently, or you could have a lifetime of this pattern. You could have a lifetime of being in this state. And sometimes it takes more than just activating your nervous system, because it'll be a practice. It'll be a sense of awareness. Because sometimes you could be aware and still be stuck. And that's even worse, in my opinion. It is not a fun state, but you really just have to, like, change the flow of energy. And a lot of things that you want to do and accomplish is basically changing the flow of energy and coming into a sense of alignment. So, say if you wanna lose weight and get to a certain goal, or like you wanna like start moving your body, start stretching. It could just be the little baby stuff, like you could just sit there and do this, like get yourself moving. And I know it's kind of redundant because my last video was about the body, but I just want to come at you guys. Pause. I want to help people out, because inherently in helping others out, I'm helping myself, because this is something I do struggle with. I struggle with being in a state of fear and freezing, and I want to do everything in my power to not keep that habit up and keep that sense of it's just a state of being. And it's like, we want to do everything to shift our state of being. And sometimes those freeze responses come from other people. It comes from toxic relationships within your life, and those toxic relationships could start at home with your family. And it takes time identifying what the source or the cause of what makes you always freeze up. So yeah, like I said, it takes time to identify the things that freeze you up. And sometimes there will be situations where it's too much for you to bear. It's too dramatic. It's too everything. It is literally triggering you, and you're stuck, and you can't do nothing else, or like you do something that instills a sense of comfort. And we go to those things and we find that sense of comfort. But what happens when we find a sense of comfort, we make that a habit, and that habit consists on a long period of time. And will that habit serve you? So like the habit of scrolling on your phone when something happens, just to be outside of reality. But like scrolling on your phone is counterproductive. Even though you're trying to find a sense of dopamine, you have hundreds and thousands of voices in your head telling you this, that, and the third, also not giving you a sense of rest. And then you also have like a lot of forced negativity based on your algorithm. Maybe your algorithm can be positive, but constantly like going on your phone and just absorbing a whole lot of information is not a form of rest, and it is not a form of recuperation. So it's like, what do we want to do when we want to escape or we don't know how to handle certain events or situations? I believe that like when it comes to identifying what does trigger you, you can find a sense of replacement. So say I am overwhelmed, I'm overstimulated, someone just really hurt my feelings and I just want to shut down. And sometimes we need those moments of rest, but it's the way we go about it. So let's find healthy coping mechanisms like, hey, I'm stressed, let me just doodle. Let me just kind of like start practicing lines. I could just draw a circle, you know. I could just, or you could just say you're stressed and something just happened, go put on some music and start dancing, or put up a video and start doing yoga. And if you are in a situation of stress and you are freezing up, sometimes like you literally have to lock in, and you have that sense of awareness. Once you are on a path of growth, there will be moments when your higher self or whatever you believe in comes in and kind of gives you a nudge and kind of wakes you up in the situation that you are in. And it takes time identifying those moments, but it's like you're in this moment and you're like, oh, I became conscious. I am aware. I'm aware of the situation. I'm conscious. Let me see what I can do to change the narrative of the situation and change the narrative of myself. And it takes literally anything to break the pattern. Switch it up. It's like all this in a practice of growth is switching it up and changing and evolving. Once you do, like say if you are straight up in an argument and someone did something to trigger you and you're just kind of stuck there in disbelief, you could say, hey, you hurt me on a tremendous level. I just gotta go. And we can come back to this situation when we have a level of, when we are calm, when we are recentered, and we can come back to a place of love. But right now, I don't feel like we're in a place of love. So I would say when it comes to being frozen, a lot of the times we just have to realign ourselves with the energy of love. And you could be in your head and take you to a place where like you can feel love, and it's like it's like flipping a switch within yourself mid situation, whether it is say a toxic situation, a toxic environment, or just a negative or toxic behavior that you have implemented on yourself to cope. I hope that this information that I'm relaying to you plants a seed in an aspect of growth. But do everything in your power and don't let anything else try to have power over you, no matter what it is. It could be any type of institution, it could be school, church, family, other people. When it comes to other people or fear, don't let negative energy, negative intentions to allow you to freeze up. And it takes a lot of courage within yourself and trust just to snap out of it. But when it comes to self-love, all we can do is shift to a better reality, and that just takes moments of just being awake and aware and being in tune and shifting the narrative. And I hope that I can inspire you to be able to plant that seed in the back of your head to wake up to situations that don't necessarily serve you and your highest being. I want to help you out and have you tune into yourself on the highest aspect of growth that you want to achieve. So I hope I have relayed enough information for right now to help you on your journey, as well as I'm also saying all this for me as well, because on the level of the situations that's happening in this world and the constant negative news, it's easy to freeze up and not be able to be yourself. And that's exactly what certain things want from us. So it's like, and the biggest act of rebellion is to be alive and like bring love into the world. And that comes with self-love, and that comes with loving other people. But besides all that, I love you guys. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for hearing me out. And I could definitely bring back this topic and we could deep dive. A lot of the stuff I want to talk about definitely takes some sort of research or some type of deep diving, whether it's an internal journey or outward journey, you know. But I hope you guys have a wonderful night, day, wherever you're at, and whenever you watch this. Peace and love. Oh yeah, like and subscribe. Bye.